Hi everyone, and welcome to today's yoga. Today's yoga is a quick sequence to do after you've done your housework or your yard work. So grab your mat and let's get started. Thank you guys for joining me today. So, as you know, after you're doing big projects around the house or outside, it's really important to stretch. And I know that when you're done doing all of this work, all you want to do is take a shower and sit on the couch. And you can do that, but I would add in this sequence after because you're feeling sore and you did a lot of work, so it's good to just do a quick stretch. So let's get started. We're going to start in a comfortable seat. We're just going to ground here for a few breaths. Hands on the knees, roll the shoulders back, nice tall spine. Breathing in and breathing out. One more big breath in and big breath out. Good. Let's gently rock side to side. I already have gotten a crack out of my back from doing that. I recorded this sequence today because I just got done making some big changes and doing some cleanup. So I figured when I was done, I really need a good stretch. So I thought this would be a great video to share with you guys. And now we're going to go forward and back like our seated cat and cow. So dipping the chin to the chest and then coming up, belly drops, looking up. So just opening the spine opposite way here. Follow your breath and whatever feels good. Good. Now, let's bring our legs nice and wide. Because if you were doing a lot of work like I was doing, your legs are going to feel a little bit sore. So legs as wide as you can. If this is too much, you could always bring them in a little bit. Whatever works for you. So nice and wide, toes are pointing towards the ceiling. All I want you to do is crawl your hands forward a little bit. And you could always inch yourself up a little bit more. Make sure that you still have a flat back and that you're not crunching over. Really want to feel this in the inner thighs and in the back of the legs. Inching a little closer. Good, now I want your right hand to come to your right toes. Reach the left arm over to the right and spin open a little bit. Nice side body stretch. And switch now. Left hand comes to the left toes. Reaching the right arm towards the left and spinning open here. Good. Coming back to center. I'm going to gently bring the knees back in. We're going to hug the knees in now. And all I want you to do is kind of just push your back and come onto your heels. Nice tall spine. We're going to point and flex the toes. So your feet might be feeling a little bit sore if you were standing for a long time. Let's hold on to one leg. I'm starting with my right. We're going to just make some circles with the foot. And you might be getting some cracks, which is okay. And circle the other way. Good. We're going to drop the right foot down. hug in the left foot and circle one way. I am cracking away here. And circle the other way. Good. Drop the left foot. And now we're going to come onto our hands and our knees. So we're going to lengthen the right leg back, coming onto the toes. And I want you to just push back, so getting a nice calf stretch here. Good. Now we're going to bring the right foot in between the hands. Always got to come into a lunge here. Hands rest on the knee. Pushing the hips towards the mat. Good. Let's bring our right knee back to meet the left. And we'll switch. So first we're going to extend the left toes back. Nice long leg. We're going to push back to get that calf stretch. Then we're going to bring the left foot in between the hands, coming into that low lunge. Hands on the left knee resting. Finding some balance here too. Good. Release the hands back down to the mat. And we have our left knee back to the right. And we're going to come into a child's pose now. So bringing your seat to your feet. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Widen the knees. Take a big breath in. Then exhale, we walk the hands forward. Bring the forehead to the mat. And bring your hands into prayer. And after you bring your hands into prayer, you're going to bring them behind the head. Extend the elbows. And take a few big breaths. Bring your hands back down to the mat. We're going to come in onto our bellies. So legs nice and long behind. We're going to kick up our right foot and grab our right foot. Bring it down to the seat. Nice quad stretch here. Good. Release the right foot. We're going to kick up the left foot, grab the left foot with the left hand. Good. Release the left foot. We're going to come into a shoulder stretch here. So I want you to bring your hips to the left side of the mat. Then I want you to bring your right hand to the top right corner of the mat, bending that elbow. And what we're going to do here is we're going to flip over the right, resting your right ear, and taking a few big breaths, opening up that shoulder, really deep stretch. Let's come back to center. Nice and gentle. We're going to switch our sides. Hips hips are going to come now to the right. Extend the legs long. Left hand comes to the left corner of the mat. And bending that elbow, we're going to flip over our left side. Really getting into that shoulder and the low back. And just take a few breaths. Rolling back to center. Coming back into the center. We're going to come back onto our knees. And we're going to take a toe stand here. So curling the toes, we're going to sit back onto the heels. Getting a nice stretch in the feet going into the ankle. This could be really intense. So at any time, if you feel like you need to come out, that's okay, do so. That's why it's a practice. And we'll release, flick the ankles. Let's take a puppy pose. Keep your seat in the air. Knees are hip distance apart. And we're going to walk our hands forward, straightening the arms and resting the forehead onto the mat. And gently come up. We're going to come into a comfortable seat. And we're going to take a breath here. We're going to do a little bit of upper body. So we're going to roll the shoulders back to start. Good. Then we're going to take a little neck stretch. I want you to bring your right hand to your right shoulder. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Then the left hand comes to the top of the head for a gentle pull. You could really feel this in the right side of the neck. This feels great after a long day of cleaning. And let's switch. Bring the head back to center. Drop the right hand. Now we bring the left hand to the left shoulder. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Right hand comes to the top of the head. Back to center, dropping the left hand back down. We're going to take a little twist here. We're going to take a variation actually. Right hand comes to the left knee. And if this is enough, you can keep your left hand behind your seat or try to crawl the left fingertips to the right inner thigh and look over the shoulder, getting a really deep stretch in the shoulders and the spine. Keep breathing. Gently release, coming back to center. We're going to switch. Left hand comes to the right knee first. And then again, right hand can stay behind the seat, or you can try to crawl the fingertips to the inner thigh and really looking over that right shoulder. And releasing. We're going to bring our legs long in front of us now. This is a very important stretch. It's a very difficult one for me as well. So we're going to start by toes pointing up. Hands are going to start on the knees. With every exhale, I want you to come down a little bit more. So the knees to the top of the shins, and then coming down to the bottom of the shins. And at any time, if you feel like you want to put a gentle bend in your knee, that's fine. Just make sure your neck is comfortable. When you're ready, gently roll up. Watch the hands graze the legs. Got it. All right, come back to a comfortable seat. Now we're going to do a very basic stretch here that you probably did when you were in high school and gym class, when we all used to say stretching is not important, but wow, how's that changed since we get a little bit older. So the right hand's going to come behind the neck, elbow pointing towards the ceiling. We're going to bring our left hand to clasp the elbow. And now I just want you to sway to the right. Make sure your chest is up. And then sway to the left. Center. Release both arms down. And then we're going to switch our sides. Left hand comes to the back of the neck. Push your head into your arm. And then right hand comes to clasp the left elbow. And then we're going to dip to the right first. And then dip to the left. Back to center. We will release. Let's take a few breaths to end this practice today. So you can rest your hands in your lap, on your knees, palms open, whatever feels best for you. Nice tall spine. And just close the eyes. Think about the progress you've made today. Think about the feeling that you had when you were done with the project that you set for yourselves today. You should be proud of yourself. It's going to feel so nice to embrace little change, whether it was something you did outside or something that you did inside. Maybe you just cleaned up a little bit. That little change will feel amazing. Take one big breath in, belly expands. And a big exhale, sigh it all out the mouth. Making space for all that new change that you created today. Let's bring our hands to heart center. And with much gratitude and love, I thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. Namaste yogis, thank you for being here. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so I can continue to make free videos for you. Also, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment below letting me know how you like this video. And also, let me know what changes that you made in your life today that made you come to do this video. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye.